Well, good afternoon, everybody. I hope we're having a wonderful day of government mandated jet lag because, daylight saving time sucks. I would say that I don't even remember what time I got up, whether it was before or after what would the time change be and stuff. Either way, I'm tired.
It's
And
still
I
early.
and I'm thankful that I have tomorrow off because yeah, I would be dragging tomorrow. And they claim that tomorrow is the most accidents and they also say most heart attacks, but the math has been proven that it's not necessarily most heart attacks. So don't worry about that. Uh, but either way, I have tomorrow off and David was bouncing, all
Mhm.
kinds of fun stuff.
Yeah, sorry.
We are here working on Chatsworth Block of the Month, except we are doing it two blocks every other week, which almost
Mhm.
makes it a block of the week, however you want to consider it. So we are doing blocks one and two today. And uh yeah, it's special cutting instructions that I have seen so far. David's pointed out a few things like, why are we doing it this way? And the answer is
The,
because.
the book says. Yeah.
Some of it is to make it simpler to put the blocks together. Some of it is less waste.
Mhm.
Uh, and I'm using that in quotes because we're still wasting, but we're not wasting as much as we would have if we had done it other ways. So we are doing block. We're starting with blocks one and two. Don't know what order we're going to work on them in, but we are going to just start sewing. So for block one, we need a bunch of triangles of
Mhm.
both your um, background and your print, which I just realized I almost had my background upside down. So thankfully I pulled everything up. The pattern tells us what size triangles to make and how to make them.
I still think we could have probably done triangulations with these, but
We definitely could have, but at the same time, we would have gotten. I think with these quarter squares, it would have been a lot more work to figure out the math.
true.
Uh, Either way, the method that they're doing to make the quarter square triangles is they're having us cut the fabric into the triangles, and then we're just sewing the triangles together into the quarters.
Such an old school method, but it works.
Yes.
So did you
So
finally tell everybody what fabric you used?
I am using, I have hinted at it, but I'm using various Halloween prints. So um, it's lots of fun. I no longer like my background, but it's too late now because I
What
don't
did,
want to remake blocks.
what did you not like about it?
It is very thin feeling.
Ah,
It's I'm sure it's proper quilting cotton and everything because of where we got it, but it just feels on the thin side compared to the prints. And I know it's because white fabric doesn't have the extra oomph from the dyes and stuff.
right.
So, but it just feels limp. So, David, in
Hmm.
the time that I talked to you last, which I think was at 8 o'clock this morning,
Oh, we're counting Texas? Okay. Yes.
uh, I got new information. That is exciting.
On which part?
I have to go to Massachusetts in 2027 now.
I thought you had to go this year anyways.
I no, well, this is 2026.
Right, that's what I mean. I thought you had this year to go too. So you have to go 2 years
Yes.
in a row?
Yeah. Well, I had to go last year in May for my sister's graduation. I have to go this year in May for my niece's graduation.
Who's pregnant?
And I have to go next year in September for my cousin's wedding, which also means I need to come up with a pattern for a king-sized quilt.
Yeah,
I,
that
I
yeah, that's gonna be a fun one because then we have to figure out where you're gonna get it long armed.
yeah, because like Stephanie does my larger quilts, but I think that my socialites quilt year and change ago, which was 99 by 99, I think that was the largest that she was happy doing.
Hmm.
So yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out where I am going to get that quilted. I'm thinking Stitched, the new shop, whose birthday is today.
Did they have
Uh,
long arms there? Oh, they did have long arms in the back room.
yeah, they have long arms there. They I don't know what their prices are. I doubt that they will, let me come in and run it myself, even though I know like they use the same machines I have. But I think they have Pro Stitcher Lite, not Pro Stitcher
Regular.
Premium, regular.
Well, you always have the one my favorite other one too.
The who?
My favorite one, Out of Misery.
Oh, sending it to other mail order.
Yeah, because they did a great job.
I could do that. Like we'll have to see. I've got, a few months to decide. Like, I still got to figure out the a pattern and I got to figure out colors. I sent a message to my cousin saying, "Okay, I need three things from you.
Hmm.
Number one is size of bed. Number two is uh colors for both yes and no, because, there's colors that people don't like. And number three, understanding that it might not be done in time." And she said king size, which I'm like, damn it. And she doesn't know about colors, so I sent her a couple designers and said, "Here's ideas of themes." And then she said, "Okay," on the understanding. So,
How does
eh,
someone not have their colors yet?
well, she may not be, or she may be thinking about changing the colors of her, because it's not wedding colors. It's obviously going to be bedroom colors.
True.
But she may have ideas of changing her bedroom.
Hmm.
I don't know. So, and also she's probably never been asked that type of question.
Right.
So we've had two people join us in the chat. Good afternoon, Ingrid. How you doing? And speaking of talking about you, hi, Stephanie. So yeah. If anybody has any suggestions on really cool king size quilts that
What about
aren't
it?
for,
What about an easy one of like a Lemoyne Star?
yeah, you say easy.
Those are easy to do.
They can be easy if you do them in certain ways, but
Well, it's all layer cakes and then cutting.
I also got to figure out like, because I doubt I can, well, I'd have to use two layer cakes probably to get a king size quilt. So I'll have to figure out.
Actually, the one that I've used in the past only requires one in the background.
But I'll get it figured out at some point.
Yes,
Stephanie says chandelier quilt. Easy. Ooh.
that sounds fancy.
Oh, good. I pressed my fabrics in the correct direction so that they nested.
Yeah, block one is super simple. I like that one.
Yeah.
The finishing is going to take a little bit more to it, but
Well, that's, for future us to worry about.
yes.
It's all about, just figuring out which pieces go where
Mhm.
and doing what we can to avoid stretching because there's a lot of bias in these pieces.
There he is.
So when David and I started with the idea of this quilt, it was all David's idea, not mine. We got a lot of comments saying there's problems with the pattern. And I went through the pattern with a coarse toothed comb. And I'm like, I don't see any issues with it, especially because I've watched the videos on most of the blocks. And then when I started my cutting and everything, I'm like, oh, this might be why people are complaining about the pattern because the cutting instructions leave a lot to be desired. The way that they do the instructions.
They do, but once you understand it, it actually isn't too bad,
Yeah.
I think.
Well, once you translate it, because David called me and said, "Why don't I understand this?" And I read the steps. I didn't read the cutting when I did this. And I was like, because da, da, da. And I was like, oh, wait. Yeah, they don't say that.
Yeah, there were some pieces missing, but it's like you knew about it when you were after you read it, but it's like something's
No, they're not
missing.
missing. It's just the step is missing
Yeah, that's what I mean.
or not missing, hidden. Because it tells us to cut a square and then cut them into fourths. And reading the pattern steps, I knew that there was going to be stuff cut into fourths, but when you look at the cutting instructions, it's not clear that they are.
No, they use symbols versus words, and so
Yeah.
that I can understand.
And if I had read page three,
Well, it's not one that we normally go to because page three is kind of
yeah,
obsolete.
it's it's my whole thing of why am I going to, have the appetizer when I'm here for the meats and potatoes?
Mhm.
Good afternoon, Cynthia. She said we change our clocks up 1 hour. Yes, government mandated jet lag. Everybody is lagging as if we, moved a time zone. And yeah, not thrilled with this. And it seems like every year at this time, we get talk that Congress is like, "Oh yeah, we'll stop this." And then they just lose track of everything. And I'm like, "We were waiting."
There is that. Yes.
Except, our friend John from Guys Craft 2 in Arizona, he doesn't have to deal with this.
I miss the Arizona days, man. It made life so much easier.
Until you have to deal with other time zones and you still
Yes.
have to translate the other time zones.
Yep.
If you're only concerned about locally, then Arizona is wonderful. But the moment that you have to bring in another time zone, Arizona's still a little pain in the neck. Fabric. That's
Which one are you working on right now?
Oh, I'm still working on. I'm trying to twist my seams, but because my background is very flimsy feeling, I'm terrified that I'm going to stretch it while I'm trying to get the seam to flip or to twist.
I wasn't sure how I was gonna like the tone on tone, but I'm liking it. It feels almost grungy.
Oh, that was the tone on tone that you got.
Yeah.
I forgot. So what I was just saying was in the portion of the book that we never read, they talk about when you're doing four patches to twist your seams. And that's what I did here. This is the back side. So I twisted the seams by pressing everything all in the same direction. Oh, and we're not doing a whole lot of um squaring up with these blocks.
No.
I did not take that into full account because I know there's a lot that in the videos they're squaring up.
Well, the one that when you watch the Doug one, he doesn't do any squaring.
Yeah, I was half expecting slightly bigger. It's too late now because I've already cut.
Yes.
Because Russ did a spreadsheet yesterday that said if I looked at every month of the blocks and said how many of each one of these pieces do we need? And figured out how many strips I was going to need of every fabric.
I still can't, it still baffles me how much they say of to get and we're not going to use.
I
Like,
think it's a lot of they're expecting people to work on things one block at a time.
well, that's what we're doing, but still, it's like we come out with a yard and a half left over background.
Well, it's like, but what I'm saying is they're expect if you are working on it just one block at a time, you're going to end up having to re-square up your edge and you're going to lose inches to that.
True.
So that's probably why they're doing it. They didn't expect people, or they don't expect people to do the entire background cutting at one time. But these are going to be lots of fun. Come on, pop this. Popping that last center seam is a pain in the neck to split to spin. Where are you? This side. There you are. Good morning, Raven. How you doing? And good afternoon, Judy. How you doing? So yesterday on my live, I was working on a block for my mystery quilt, and I had somebody say, "What pattern is this?" And I was like, "There's no pattern. It's just my twiddlings. It's an odd size block because it's got to fit exactly into my quilt and blah, 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 blah. But if you want the foundations, I'll send them to you, but you're not going to get any instruction."
Hmm.
And they said, "Yes, please send it to me." So I'm like, okay, well, here's what I have. It's not particularly useful, I don't think, but if you want to be able to put it together, go ahead.
And you got it set up for 11 by 17, correct?
Well, the printing was had to be put on 11 by 17, yes. Oh, there is more to trim down than I thought. Okay. But the biggest thing was more of um I don't have it ends up being one 11 by 17, which is an uncommon printing size, but two, it's also not color coded and shaded in any way. So anybody who's trying to do it, they have to know how it goes together
Mhm.
in order to. So I'm getting good slivers off around all four corners. So you do want to trim down, even though you say he didn't. He probably did off camera. But Raven says she enjoyed the stream yesterday. Seeing the process was very helpful. I have learned two things about foundation paper piecing. One, watching it happen is very helpful, as you just said. But two, there are like three different methods of foundation paper piecing, and you have to find the one that works with your brain. Because some people's process, like right after I had learned how to do it, I saw a video on PBS of how to do it, and I did not understand a lick of what they were talking about.
Mhm.
And I sent the video to the friend who taught me, and his response was, "What the hell are they doing?" And basically, since there's a few content creators that I'm like, I like the way you teach because it works with my brain. And then there's a couple that I've watched, I'm like, that doesn't work for me. Hopefully it works for somebody else. Raven says that the reason for folding finally made sense and the 1/4 inch ruler and trimming made sense. I'm glad that that helped. I have for years been trying to come up with a good mnemonic, but I haven't yet. Good morning, Mary, who says, "Good morning, Russ and David and everyone in the chat."
Good morning, afternoon, evening.
Now you sound like you're on a Zoom call.
Well,
Oh, wait,
there's
we technically are.
yes, technicalities.
That is the one line that I hate in every Zoom call we have at the start. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm like, I understand we're a global company, but my opinion is just greet everybody from the time zone you're in.
Mhm.
We can the rest translate it ourselves. Okay, I have my 4 blocks now. Now I got to figure out which order I want to put them in because this is the, art part. And the good thing about twisting the seams is everything will nest at this point. Mary is trying to recover from the government mandated jet lag. We all are. I don't think it's really helping today that it wants to rain.
Oh, it's been pouring here all day. It's been nice.
So I just want to be, laying down, half snoozing.
Well, what makes it even worse is like Ian is over in London and they don't change for another 3 weeks.
Ah, yes. Ooh, that's going to be because we have folks in London and Poland and Hyderabad and Mexico City. So I don't know who changes when. Thankfully, there's this website called World Time Buddy that will tell us exactly what time it is in all the time zones.
Mhm.
And Honestly, all I usually do is take the Outlook calendar and say, are they here? Are they not?
Right.
Okay, so I want to press this way and this way. Mary says it's sunny and warm there in Minnesota. I figure after the summer you've had, you deserve it.
There is that.
Or I'm sorry, after the winter you've had, they deserve it. Okay, last seam on here, and I'm not twisting this seam. Well, I might twist this seam. We'll see how I feel after I get it done. It's like it's taking about half an hour a block if we assume that all blocks are this easy.
Mhm. Well, I think number one's the easiest one we've got.
Number one's the only one with one page of instructions as well. Oh, that center seam twisted pretty nice. Raven says it's 47 and beautiful there in Wisconsin. High of 50 tomorrow. Nice.
The heat wave is upon us. We're supposed to be 82 today. It's like, where did winter go?
I don't think we're hitting 70 today, but that's because rain. So I have my first block done this way.
Just doing my melting, my
The,
ironing.
I was gonna say the pressing so you have cultures porn.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't go that far. I did not go that way.
Raven goes, and then second winter comes. Okay, so on block two, we have some half square triangles. Okay, I need to go this, and I think I do. Hey, Candace, who's late to the party, she thinks.
Never late, always on time.
Okay. So yeah. Candace is trying to get me to go to the, what is that place called? Sewing Expo next weekend,
That would be fun.
which is, over in Duluth. So, it's going to take not a lot of time. It's going to take probably half an hour to get there, but 2 hours to get home, depending on what 285 looks like.
Mhm. Well, you can always take Marta up there too,
You're so funny.
or you can make Candace drive for you.
Oh, if we go, she's going to drive here and I will probably drive just because, that's the fair thing to do.
Mhm.
Um, and then we're also thinking about going over to String and Story.
Mm, a
Uh,
new one.
that's over in Duluth. That assumes that they're not vending. I don't think they are. Really, I could have done that. I learned something new about my machine every day. Candace is trying to say she'll drive. I mean, if you want to, I'm not going to stop you, but I think that's her way of saying that I'm scary when I drive. Yeah, I don't remember them being on the vendor list either, Candace, so hopefully they're not. But also, the question is, will they be open? Because, well, if they're not on their vendor list, it would behoove them to be open.
Especially all the way up there.
I had to turn on the air conditioning because it's getting a little warm in here.
Hmm. What are you laughing at?
So Raven starts out with saying, Sewing Expo in Duluth? I love Duluth. And then she goes, oh no, there's a Duluth in Georgia. Yes, there is a Duluth in Georgia.
Mhm.
Ingrid says, I'm not a scary driver. However, Colleen is a very scary driver.
Is Colleen on to defend herself?
Huh?
Is Colleen on to defend that comment?
I haven't seen Colleen yet. I heard stories about Colleen and Ingrid's drive to Raleigh, so I'm only going to say that I've heard stories. So it's already too late for me to change my mind with these half square triangles in the future to do a triangulations method. But I think in the future I'm going to draw the line instead of using my laser.
I drew the line and then still use the laser.
Well, yeah, still use the laser, but yeah, it was a little bit of a challenge, I think, without the line. And I don't have my marking tool convenient. Candace has confirmed they aren't on the vendor list. We might want to shoot them an email to see if they're going to be there. I almost thought that this piece was on upside down because the fabric, again, it's thin, but so the ink has come through very deeply. And I thought this was the right side, but if you open it up and compare, there's not a lot of difference in right side and wrong side with this one.
I don't worse.
In other places there is a more difference, but Ingrid says she's not on to defend herself, but she tells her that often, and she says the same about her.
Well,
We all have, passenger side emergency brakes we try to slam every now and then.
of course. Yeah, I've got to trim this down now, but I have no idea where my 8.5 square is at. Probably in the other room.
All these rulers we never have what we need on hand.
Well, in my next place that's going to have a bigger room for my sewing is going to have a spot wall on or two on it. So I have everything readily accessible. After the whole 2 cabinets worth of thread debacle.
It's only a little bit of threat. Darn it!
Would you mess up on?
I pressed one of these to the light side instead of the dark side. And your fabric doesn't like to cooperate when you
Never.
do a repress. That's
No,
when you,
even with the pressing wood.
I was gonna say that's when you pull out the magic juice.
Did you only give me just the? You didn't give me the glue. You only gave me the seam stuff, right?
I only gave you the magic juice. And for anybody who doesn't know, Magic Juice is the Acorn Easy Press pen. It has a starch alternative in it
Yes.
that, and it's basically like a highlighter marker, and you just put Magic Juice on the seam and press it in the direction you want it. You get your seam super flat.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Yeah, Stephanie is the one who taught us about it. She sells it in her shop. You can also get it in other shops, but I like to tell people to go to Stephanie first.
This didn't go together too bad. Now looking ahead, block 4 is going to be partial seams. I don't know if you noticed that.
Partial seams. I love partial seams.
Yeah, block 4 might take us a little bit of a minute because they have you putting them together in quadrants with start stop seams.
My very first partial seam incident was with Fran when she said that she wanted to basically have a basic tutorial on quilting.
Mm-hmm.
When she came and visited umpteen years ago. It was her first visit down here. So I went to local quilt shop and said, and looked in their I want to say as is, it's not sale room. And I found one of their Saturday sampler blocks that was for like $5 or something like that. And I was like, well, it's got the instructions, it's got the fabric. I don't have to do any work to figure something out.
Mm-hmm.
And then we pull it apart and it says partial seam. And I'm like, what the hell is a partial seam? So I had to do a quick Google search while she's sewing and finish up with saying, oh, this is how you do it, acting like I knew what I was talking about. So her very first quilt block was a partial seam. So
Now,
all of these little half square triangles I have to trim to the size, and it's driving me crazy because
the 2.5?
my seams are not the same. So one of these I'm shaving slivers off of, and then the other I'm shaving like several threads. Candace says magic juice is great to use on open seams. At least I'm assuming she was referencing magic juice. She just says it. I also bought the last of Fran's birthday presents the other day. Not saying what it is because she may end up watching the stream. Even though it's tax season, I'm pretty safe.
Oh, to
But
go along with what you the other stuff.
yeah, to add into it doesn't exactly, go along with as in matchy matchy. It just she's gonna get at the same time. And I think the cool part was I ordered it, I think at like 3:08 p.m. and by 3:52 p.m. I had a tracking number.
I've noticed more companies are getting that way.
Well, it's a small business. They were one of the folks that we met at QuiltCon. The same folks who did a bunch of the t-shirts that I bought. They called Goldie Loos.
Okay.
Uh, the owners we met, super awesome people. Okay, I got two more to trim, and then I could put this block. Well, no, because I'm gonna have one more block to trim after this, but almost time to put it together. And it arrived yesterday, is the other half of what I was going to say.
Oh, that works.
So now I just got to find some wrapping paper and a box that'll fit the handful of things that she's getting for her birthday.
When is hers again?
A day or two after yours.
That's right. That's right. Could not remember. I knew it
Or
was
maybe
close.
it's could be a day or two before yours.
Well, hold on.
It's the date is an odd number. Good afternoon, Tamala. How are you? You're checking to see if you have her birthday in your calendar.
It was the day after mine. Yes.
Oh, it's the day after. Okay.
Yes. I'm
All
like,
I
I
c-
knew.
it's hard for me to remember your like I know yours is like either one or two before hers. It's just whenever it is. Okay, I have these. I have these. Those are extra. Oh yeah, now's when I get to decide what is the order that this block is going to go in. So for the folks who have joined since, we are working on like I really like the fact that this is spiral bound, but it also drives me crazy that it's spiral bound. The Chatsworth block of the month, we are doing blocks 1 and 2 in here. So anybody who wants to join along, you're welcome to. The pattern is available at places everywhere. Tamala says they got a break in the weather finally, cleaning up outside before the rain this week. Nice. Tomorrow, I have somebody coming to give me an estimate on the trees in my backyard that are starting to look a little iffy.
Oh, that okay. I knew you talked about it.
Yeah, which I had thought that, um, what was it? So after one of the ice storms, there was something laying down in the neighbor's yard, and I had thought that it was a um branch that had fallen from my tree, which
Hmm.
I thought, I mean, I did say that they look a little scary. And I was talking with one of the tenants who is living next door now, and he said that that tree had fallen over. It's one of their trees. And he had already emailed or messaged the landlord about it. And I was like, oh, I thought it was mine. I was going to have them, I mean, I'll still end up having them remove it if it's not going to cost anything extra because they're going to need, there's basically a little tree that's next door. Like I said, it looks like a big giant branch.
Oh,
Send you a
that
picture
one.
later if you want.
No, I know which one you're talking about now.
But I thought it was like I said, I thought it was a branch from my tree. And um, I had to go back to some video footage from when Riley and Lulu would play next door. And I was like, oh, yeah, there was a little tree there for some reason. Tamala says, be ready for sticker shock. Tree removal is expensive. I already know the potential sticker shock because I've had trees removed before. I had, I want to say it was like 15 pines removed from my backyard a handful of years ago. How you could fit 15 pines in my backyard, I don't know, but they did. And the price, the price per tree obviously was going down because they're like, we're already here. It's not going to cost much more to remove this much more trees than this initial number of trees. So I'm expecting a certain number and we'll see what it is because we know prices have went up. David, you look like you're confused at something.
No, I'm just looking at block 4. Just looking ahead, that's all.
You're going ahead because are you done with your block already?
Hmm.
How much homework did you do ahead of time?
Just cut.
You must not have had a lot to trim about.
No, I forgot about that one little wee little part.
Oh, you didn't trim, is what you're
No,
saying.
no. So, but I still have trimming to do on the overall block. It's supposed to be 8.5. So,
So you did a little bit. So you're trimming down to the end instead of trimming at a certain at an earlier point. Okay. Raven says the pines used to be little. We have a bunch next to our driveway. They're almost 4 stories tall now and do not offer privacy at all because we had to trim the lower branches. Yet pines aren't good for privacy. They're also very
dirty.
like their branches are always up top, so there's no easy way to gain privacy from them.
The only thing pines are good for is the sound and the relaxing with the sound going through the pine needles.
Yeah. Or the fact, down here in the South, we do pine straw as mulch.
Those-
You say,
There's,
oh, you don't like that?
no, there's so many things better than pine straw. Plus, you still get all the sap and everything in the straw.
But it's also significantly cheaper than the other options.
Well, yeah, I'll give you that.
I have my lawn guy do pine straw every year. And then, about that same time, you have the scammers that are trying to say, we'll put down X number of pine bales and only give you a quarter of what you pay for.
Yep. And that doesn't happen there in Atlanta. No.
Raven says that they cause moss on your roof there. Any tree that is going to cover the sun from getting full coverage on your roof is going to cause moss. Well, that's interesting.
Hmm.
I got a splotch on my fabric. Like,
Oh,
I don't know where that came from. I mean, it's half coming off with spit, but
manufacturer defect.
uh probably with as much weirdness as I've seen with this piece of fabric, I'm not gonna deny it. It'll be fine in a wash,
Well, in
is
the
what I'm
grand
telling
scheme,
myself.
you're not going to see it anyways. In the grand scheme, it'll blend.
Yeah. Do I have a Tide pen? No, my source of Tide pens is actually on the video call here.
I
I could
didn't
always
leave you
get a
with
Tide
anything,
pen.
did I?
Huh?
I haven't left any of those there for a while, have I?
No.
I swear by those things.
Okay, so I need to line up this line with there and there. I need to find my full specialty sized square up rulers.
Well, oh, that's right, because you don't like them clearly perfect.
Well, I'm squaring up the centerpiece.
Mm. That one I did square. Or did I?
I
No.
hope you did. Otherwise, nothing would have lined up, probably.
Oh, no, it all lined up good.
Okay, now let me figure out how to get this laid out, and I can start finishing. Okay. This way. That one. You go this way. You go that way. Now I almost feel like I want to swap the direction of some of these half square triangle presses. so that they nest. Uh, so I want to pull this one, and this one and swap the directions. Russ and his OCDs. One more. There. Now these will nest and make it a little bit easier to do. Colleen is now here to defend herself, who says that she is not a bad driver. She's accusing Ingrid of potentially being the one that wrecked them.
Wait, was there an accident during the trip?
I haven't heard anything about an accident. DPD. I did hear that there was something about not pulling a parking brake off or something, or I don't remember what it was. It was,
How do you drive with a parking brake on?
I can't answer that question. And something isn't right here. So this goes this way. So that way. Okay. I think we all have that friend.
Well, I was gonna say, how many umpteen trillion times did we go to the eye doctor and I put two contacts in?
Well, I was gonna say we all have that friend that we say doesn't drive as well as we do, but Hasn't. But Ingrid said that apparent that it was over 30 years ago, and she just simply took them on a four-wheeling a bit. Ingrid and Colleen have known each other a hot minute.
Sounds like it.
Okay, so okay. This keeps feeling wrong, but it's right. That one's definitely wrong.
What'd you do?
It's seam ripper time. And this is the one that I was concerned if I was doing it right.
I only had to rip out one on this one.
I only had to rip out one as well, but yeah, this is the one that I had to like I went back and said this doesn't look right. I think it was a problem when I picked everything up. I rotated accidentally. Okay. She blamed Colleen blames Ingrid's car, not user error.
I can see that.
Okay, so that goes this way. This goes this way. Yes, that's exactly what I did is I rotated from design area to sewing machine. Raven says she's getting the popcorn, except she doesn't like popcorn. Ooh, I want some like good buttered popcorn now. Some nice movie theater. Well, I want real movie theater, not the microwave movie theater style.
Mm.
Okay. I don't know if this block feels as fun with the background that I chose, but it's going to work.
Mm. I think once you see the big picture, it'll probably feel
Oh,
better.
yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, when we get all of the like finishing on them as well, I think it's going to work. Okay, so this. Now Ingrid and Colleen are almost bickering like me and Fran would. I approve.
That's how old friends do.
You mean like us in fries?
Nobody will ever understand our thingamadigs and doohickeys and getting questioned about why we're having an argument. Yep, very much.
Okay. Go. This center set of seams really likes magic juice in order to get it to press the correct way.
Mm.
At least I'm assuming it's the yeah, it's the correct way.
So if these are 8.5, what are they with?
Are yours measuring the right number?
Mhm.
I mean, heaven knows we have enough extra fabric if we goof on a block that we can redo it.
Oh, these become 16.5.
Yes, with the finishing, the setting block, they call it.
Yes. Hmm. So they double in size. Okay.
Ingrid says that she and Colleen have been besties since 1993, so pretty much makes them sisters. I heard the story of their first interaction. That was hilarious. I don't remember the story of their first interaction. I just remember it being hilarious. Okay. Two more seams and this block is done. So this one took a little bit longer than the other. I know we had thoughts about changing it to potentially 3 blocks a week. I don't think we're going to do that. Two is going to be plenty.
Yeah, with how block 4 is going to be. Yeah.
You're stressing about, I'm going to have to look at this in a minute.
No, no, no. I'm just saying with how because you're doing partial seams and then all the half squares, it's gonna block 4. 3 is gonna be a little bit, but not bad.
I mean, I like how blocks start you from the beginning to feel fairly easy and then more and more intense.
Yes.
Ingrid says the story starts with her sleeping and minding her own business.
Oh, geez. That's one way to start the story.
Okay. Go. So today I'm going to have to go out and grab a Tide pen.
Well, didn't you have to go to?
Yes, I have to go out anyway because I need to get backing, which technically I could get the backing either today or tomorrow. Um, so I don't think that matters. But if I am going to go out, I might as well hit everything at one time,
Right.
especially on a dreary day. I think tomorrow is going to be sunnier weather, maybe. Okay, and then this is telling us to press out. Okay.
You're warm tomorrow.
Yes, I am off tomorrow because,
No, no, no. I said you're warm tomorrow.
oh, I'm warm tomorrow. I'm also off tomorrow because, Russ is a princess and needs to recover from government mandated jet lag.
Oh, they didn't give you more time off.
No, they only just gave us those couple days last week. Every year, coworker of mine and I will rock, paper, scissors for the day off. And then now he's manager. So I was like, do we still want to rock, paper, scissors it? And the first reaction was yes. And then finally he decided, I'm going to try something different this year. He said that he's going to work from home on Monday and then take Tuesday off. So he doesn't have to have full energy on Monday. And without the commute and everything, he can still do a little bit of recovery. And I was like, that's a pretty good idea. So if that works for him and he wants to continue it in the future, then I'll keep Monday off. If we rock, paper, scissors, I'm going to try that next year.
I can see that being a benefit. Not a bad idea, actually.
Yeah. Okay. Are you ready to show blocks?
Yes.
Okay. So the
Which one? Oh, block one. Okay,
block
here's block
one.
one.
Ooh, I like yours
Yeah.
because you're using Lori Holt fabric.
Yes. And then whatever this white on white is. I don't remember who made this one.
I don't remember either. And then block two.
Yes. And then block two.
Nice.
I think yours is going to work out with that background. It's just once you
Yeah,
put it
it's
together.
just that it feels it feels more printy than backgroundy,
Hmm.
but it'll eventually work itself out, I think, because I don't have anything else that is really light. Now I need to look at. Oh, I'm not concerned about block four.
Oh, I'm just saying it's just going
Yeah, I like how you're half concerned about it. I'm like, nope, not really.
to.
So we are going to end that here.
Hmm.
We had a blast putting together blocks one and two. Join us in 2 weeks, which is going to be the 22nd for blocks three and four. Again, if you want to join in, um, you can probably use scraps because each one of these blocks say that you need a
12 inches.
12-inch square to get your stuff done. Um, so if you have good size scraps, you need 48 of them. That's the important thing. Obviously, I'm sure you can repeat fabrics if you wanted to. That just gives you slightly less scrappy look. And then I think it says you need 6 yards of background. And we ended up buying 7 because we're like, we're going to need more. But I think the math I did says we only really need like 5.5.
Yeah, I think that's about what we figured.
So either way, good blocks to join in on. They're simple. Um, and like I said, we're doing them basically as block of the week because so it shouldn't take us a full year. It's just going to take us a quarter. So I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of your day. For other things that are happening this week with me, on Thursday, I will have my weekly vlog, and then Saturday, may or may not have a live in the morning, but in the afternoon on Saturday, we are working on Solar Flare on my friend Stephanie Stitch's channel. That'll be at 5 p.m. Eastern over on her channel. So join us there. That one is a lot of fun. And um, yeah, so have a great rest of your day. Toodles.
Bye.